My name is Noah Kennedy. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, on the south end of Beacon, Capitol Hill, the north end, all over the place. For a living, I make music. I'm a hip hop artist. I produce, rap, song, write, engineer, all that stuff. I was cooking for an actual living, but now, because of COVID, I have to do this full time. I've been taking my music seriously for, I'd say about 1.5 years, but I've been making music for just over 2 years. I originally got into rapping and producing by seeing my uncle Nick build beats, who's locally big in Seattle, just making it himself and make it so good and all this stuff, and everything that I witnessed at a young age is what made me decide, like, okay, I'm gonna do that. By the time I was able to fathom everything and stuff like that, I could go to my uncle Nick and just get whatever I wanted, put on my iPod or whatever, or just go down and I don't know, he'll end up hearing this, but I used to just break the lock and just go down into the basement and just basically go through all of his stuff and take a little list down and write everything that I could down and go and listen to everything that I possibly could and go and get that knowledge and try to just like pack my brain as fast as I could. And if he came back or heard him come back and run back up and just do it again when he left again. That was just a big part of me when I was able to do it and realize that I could actually go out there and do it myself. I was trying my hardest to do it. My first real introduction to hip hop and knowing what it really is and what it was about and the pieces of it was my dad every single weekend while making breakfast, playing records and playing Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and all this stuff, and then right after that playing the samples and all the pieces that were used to make those records and explaining to me all the stuff that went into making it and breaking it down, and kind of is what planted that seed in my head of like, oh, this is hip hop. It is more than just music. COVID has affected me in not really any good ways, to be honest, other than the fact that it's forced me to continue making music and go harder than I did before and do stuff that I didn't do, which has now made it so I have all the money to put into promotion, and I didn't even before because of rent. But all the stuff that's going on right now with COVID that has affected the music industry is definitely affecting any upcoming emerging artists, because everything you need to do to emerge isn't there right now, so there's no real platform. COVID's affecting the music industry in like every way possible right now, because there's no live shows going on right now. There's no real ways for artists to go and connect with fans, and or also emerging artists to be coming out, playing shows and doing the stuff that they have to do to be able to start to make a fan base in order for people to listen to their stuff when they have stuff come out and actually get those streams and stuff, and a fraction of a penny that people get for an actual play or anything like that. So everything's really kind of up in the air right now with the music industry, unless you're already an established artist and already have a big fan base and don't need to play shows and stuff like that. The music industry's been impacted by the internet in some good ways and some bad ways. The good ways, to be honest, I feel like are the accessibility to music. The bad ways, I feel like, are artists don't get paid what they used to for. They used to not get paid a lot anyway for people buying albums and stuff, but it's astronomically smaller than it was now with streams and stuff like that. One good thing it is people have the exposure and the ability to do it on their own without labels anymore. It used to be you had to walk stuff in, walk a CD in, walk a tape in, and have somebody listen to it, but now you can send an email, but 50,000 people can send an email that same day, and then no one will ever see your email, and then no one will ever hear your music. And think about sending a tape through the mail, that's probably not going to work either. So that's definitely kind of a large impact that the internet's had on the music industry in a whole, really, and who gets heard, who doesn't. And I make beats too, so, and if anybody does make any kind of beats, especially hip-hop, you can't just make hip-hop and only listen to hip-hop. It's not something that works. You can't compile ideas and compose ideas and stuff and bring things together in your mind if all you can listen to is hip-hop all day. Like, everything is, there's some kind of sample. Even if something's not a sample, somebody made a sample. They made that sample to emulate a live band playing that in some other kind of genre of music that then it just gets turned into hip-hop. Even if you aren't sampling, like I said, it comes down to like somebody's making a melody of some sort, and that melody isn't hip hop. Like Rakim says, you take it and you convert it into hip hop form, meaning any genre. You can have any genre. You can turn country into hip hop. Like, it doesn't matter, but like it can be made into it. But nothing is just strictly hip hop. There's the old school, there's the new school, and then there's the true school. And the true school is just the cats. It doesn't matter what time, what era, what everybody's wearing at that time, what beats or how hard the 808s are hitting. It's the people that are staying true to the roots of hip hop. And there's a lot of different ways you can express that and translate what you want to say through the forms of hip hop. But the true school are able to take elements of maybe something else that might sound a little bit more funky or something like that. But the true school is just staying true to hip hop, which is the main elements that started this all in the first place. Not veering off to pop and not veering off to other genres, which is all cool and all, but it's staying true to the roots of where you came from. Not where you came from, but where the art that you are using and you are involved in, where that came from.
I was on the cement, quarter turned it to bills, but now I'm rapping, trying to keep them feds from learning my drills. Don't twist it, I'm always with it, but it wasn't for thrills. This is making a couple things to keep away from my will. Lord, please don't, but if I had a child, need to feed him. Sucker standing in the way of me making it, I'ma bleed him. Treat him how you know you want to be treated, off and eat him. Hostess bouncing, we see the Seattle native. His cadence okay, I guess it's debatable, but he ain't spitting nothing, he witnessing nothing flavorful. Take a pull and then I hit the booth where I belong. That's why the people like FLAUUD been the truth all along. Left his shades in the drain, upper lip slip back. March past seeing lipstick flags, dip skate past dicks, hook a left it, right it. The 8 pass quick to my left and I'm mobbing so fast that I'm beating it. Light to light up, I see somebody that I beef it with. I like to fight, didn't go down Denny, I hooked towards Pike, didn't make it bomb Pine check, Westlake quick. Ain't a person I know been here unless they dip. Scope the blade fast, notice the porks had the brigade at the edge of McDonald's, still at half of my bottle. So I skate past the pigs like my hand on the throttle. Head back up the hill and don't stop. If the bus pass, hop on the back, cause fuck that. Dude up in the back had something he was hiding. Either way, don't matter to me, son, I'm sliding, gliding over Broadway, providing anybody needing what I'm holding. Bathroom, weigh it up, bag it, I'm golden. Got a ball in my hand like I'm bowling, hoping I can get it all gone by the morning. Fuck a little rat, never fold on a partner. Keep it solid like armor and cut the shit like a gardener. If you saw something, who cares? Shut up and harbor before you get skinned and stripped of your pride for starters. I'm at a crossroads making decisions, building bridges, trucking it through these ugly conditions. I vowed never in a million years to give up, never not once, healthy and out I'ma get buck, nip, tuck. Surgical mic talking, I mastered it. Flawed raps hazardous, y'all rap disastrous. I get to spitting and kidnap you on purpose, and an ass to your family, got you up for the buyback. Lie back, collect what they sending me, then I fly back. Please don't let me catch you talking shit, though I strike back. I'm on my beta shit, neighbor, the alligator shit. Swamp thing, terror all across the equator. It's the tall, flawed one, F2TT discreetly. I could drop an album bi-weekly and keep up quality, that be policy. I'll rewrite the prophecy, put it into monstrosity. Yeah. He the criminal, flies in apostrophe.